Hello, everyone. Mark here. If you need to get a hold of me, my email is mark@naughtystudios.com, or you can call me at 940-654-0617. I'm just going to kind of walk through some of this and really like some feedback from Josie. And if I make any misstatements, some feedback from Dimitri. So, this is the 3D model. If I take, I'll do that in a minute. Let's just grab this piece and then I'm going to pull it back. And when I pull it back, I'll move to the side a little bit, but that's no big deal. So this is kind of how I have them designed. And that edge there is flush. I do believe. Let's get a good top. Oh, I'm moving out too much. This thing's not the easiest to drive. So yeah, it is. It's flush with the outside. It sticks in here. There's my shoulder. I'm going to turn this view to a different render style. Makes it much clearer. So now you can see the cuts a little better as to what's going on and how everything sort of fits together here. I wish that was showing up a little better inside as a vector, but it's not. So then when the opposite end is encountered, the mortise is just located at a different position, and it's always in this position at the end post to keep it away from the edge. The shoulder is 3/8. Was understood that that was where we were headed with that shoulder value. And if I undo that and then switch my render technique again to a glass house view, you can kind of see through and see what's going on there. And so the other end, they cross over each other just slightly, and I will show you that exactly in AutoCAD. And I guess that's the question: is do I have this the way that you intend it, Josie? So that is that joint. Then in AutoCAD, if I go to the joints themselves, so here's a top-down view, and so this is the beam coming in to the post, and as it gets to the post, I've got a 6-inch beam entering. The mortise is in this location, 2 inches off this edge. It's 2 inches wide. The mortise on this side then starts at 2 inches, and it's 2 inches from this side. They bypass each other because I have a 3/8 inch shoulder on either end, and the actual mortise itself, the mortise and the tenon, which is to that point, to this line there, to that point, to the end of it here. So from here to here is this 4-inch tenon in the mortise. So the overall depth into the post is going to be 4 3/8 of an inch. Coming from both directions, obviously, it's going to cross over by 6/8 or 3/4 of an inch. And I do believe that, yeah, that is measuring out as 3/4. So that's what that looks like. Then the ends there. And so in the end view, it is keeping it away from the edge, so I'm always putting it on the inside version. And then this is the elevation view of one of the side rails with the knee braces. This is bents 1 and 2 with the upper portion, bents 3 and 4, and I'm kind of thinking that these were stripped to bring into, yeah, I don't even see. So these are stripped drawings. They were stripped to bring into Chief Architect, where I did the 3D model. So the dimensions and stuff are gone. I will get that back. One thing I wanted Dimitri to note was this little piece here, which is kind of hard to see, and then the fact that just took some care in making sure that he's got the separation in the joints. Then the information that I got from Justin, I want to verify that. It is the way they were doing things. So the joint up top will be similar to this. And what I'll do is I will draft this out and dimension it as I did with those other ones that you saw, and then get feedback from Josie as to how this actually is dimensioned. This I would consider maybe a scarf. So if it has another name, give me a hand with that. But kind of wondering if that is actually done, and if so, what's the reason behind that? Just curious. Here, these are vertical, and I assume that is for ease of installation. And this one's horizontal. And then I have the pin size as 1 inch on the other ones, and I don't know if it's going to vary from joint to joint. Now, this one is the end post to beam, and my understanding was that there was a single tenon, and even if I zoom into this, let's just pull my zoom up, let's go to 200%, and I come down, I don't see two pieces, so I'm thinking that this second one is for the one coming from the opposite direction, but I am not entirely clear, and in this case it seems to go all the way through, and I don't believe that was what we were doing, so I'd like some clarity on that. And then the last item that we need to go off to Rusty some questions on this, because this is the design criteria for Butte or Butte County, and the seismic category going from C to D is it's not insignificant. So if we happen to be in C, I'd like to know it. So I've got a question off to him stating that your house is not west of I-15, nor is it urban. I would consider it rural. So I don't know what that is, and if D was, if we were given a D rating for around Butte because of the actual mines that are underneath this city. So out where you're at, that doesn't happen, but I don't know that that is the reasoning for this. So asking for some clarity there, and yeah, if anybody wants to get back to me on this video, that would be terrific. Thank you for your time.